Wetware Media presents MBSR Every Day, daily practices from the heart of mindfulness-based stress reduction. Written by Elisha Goldstein, Ph.D., and Bob Stahl, Ph.D., and narrated by Stephen Aulridge, Jr. Copyright 2015 by Elisha Goldstein and Bob Stahl. This recording is copyright 2015 by Wetware Media. Please visit wetwaremedia.com for many more quality audiobooks on meditation and mindfulness. That's wetwaremedia.com. A note to the listener. This audiobook contains a number of helpful exercises as well as a few guided relaxations and meditations. You may want to keep a notebook and pen handy for the exercises. You may also want to pause the recording at certain points to give yourself time to complete an exercise. Please be sure you are able to sit quietly without distraction before listening to the guided meditations. If you're driving and come to a guided meditation, please stop the recording and listen at a later time. Introduction. This is an audiobook of essential practices that lie at the heart of the most widely embraced mindfulness-based programs available in the world today, Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction, MBSR. In the next couple hours, you'll find simple ways to bring the science, art, and practice of MBSR into your daily life to decrease suffering and bring you greater balance and peace. You'll learn some new practices for how to find patience, find gifts in imperfection, make peace with your mind and body, trust your experience, cultivate self-compassion, love yourself, meditate, break free from negative thoughts, and feel more connected. We want to affirm that you are an active participant in your health and well-being, and that allowing this audiobook to be your companion in the days ahead is a great act of self-care. Some may even say self-love. Why? It's no longer news that how we pay attention and what we pay attention to not only affects our lives, but also shapes our brains. When it comes to MBSR, the findings consistently point to the fact that these practices change your mind, body, and life for the better. They increase immune functioning under stress, improve resiliency with the brain's ability to process emotions under stress, increase gray matter in the insula and cortex of the brain, reduce chronic pain, improve eudaimonia or psychological well-being, naturally increase empathy, self-compassion, and compassion, decrease anxiety, prevent relapse into depression, prevent relapse with drug addiction, enhance quality of life even under stress-related chronic illness. There is a saying in MBSR, no matter what you're dealing with, as long as you are living and breathing, there is far more right with you than wrong with you. But much of the time, it seems that our minds tell us a different story. This internal narrative is often about what's wrong with us, how we compare to others around us, or why we're deficient or defective in some way. Or, sometimes, maybe why we're so amazing. These stories are often at the heart of what drives the suffering we experience in daily life. One of the greatest gifts of mindfulness is that we learn from the inside out that we are not our stories, not even the ones that tell us we are. We start to get better and better at recognizing that we have a choice in how we pay attention and what we pay attention to. You have a choice to become awake and dip beneath the stories, break your routine, let be, and practice kindfulness. 4 of the practices in this audiobook, and then, instead of being stuck in old patterns, you will step into a life of greater freedom and possibility. So, how do you do it? Just do it. Even with all the wonderful science and personal accounts of how MBSR has changed people's lives, the reality is that it's completely useless unless we just do it. We can read daily blogs, listen to recordings, or read books continually, but until we actually implement the practices in our lives, it's all fairly useless. Not much changes unless we put the techniques into practice. When we just do it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?